PowerShell has various different options for dealing with errors in your code when they happen, and you can decide what to do for each one. So let's run through them and see what they do. So here you can see I've got a variable called error action preference. This error action preference variable is a global variable available in PowerShell. So you don't have to create it, you just give it a value. The default option for this is continue, but you can set other options such as silently continue, which means no error is shown. So if I highlight this line and before I run it, there is something called $error, which again is a global variable that basically shows the last error at index 0. So the latest error is always shown at index 0. If I run this, and you can see at the minute it's just blank, there are no errors. So if I run this code here and do run selection, and you can see here this file does not exist, no error is shown. So if I were to run this now, you can see that this is the error that we got. Cannot find path because it does not exist. And you can get more information because this is an error object that's stored here at index 0. You can get category info and category. So if I run this, so you can see the error category this time is object not found. Now next one is inquire. So if I run this here, I'll clear the screen by going here and clear terminal. If I run this here, you can see that this time we've got a prompt to say cannot find path, it doesn't exist. What do you want to do? So it's asking the user, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue? Yes to all, hold command, suspend. And in this instance, if we say yes, continue, and you can see that we got the output of the error. But we could have a line after this if I copy that line. So here, if I run this again, you can see that it's asking, do you want to continue? So if I say yes, I do, then you see the no error shown here message, but you also see the error message here. But if I hold it, if I go and run selection again, if I say hold, so this will simply stop the execution and this line hasn't been printed. And then if we look at this one, which is the ignore error message. So if I run this here, you can see the error message is printed, but it's ignored completely. But notice that ignore is not supported for action preference variable. So this one actually gets replaced by the continue. So right at the top, I have the continue one. So if I run this here, play the terminal, you can see that this code runs because it's continue, error is displayed, and then still running is run after that. Whereas you saw with the silently continue that it didn't actually print the error message, it just continued writing to the host here and executing the next line. So these are the different ways you can handle errors. And remember, the $error is an object, so you can print information from it. If I run this again, you can see that object not found is the category of the error that last happened. You can access error prior to that at index 1, and that again was the same error. So the latest one is always at position 0, and you can print the whole error message like this. And then error action preference is where you can set different options for how to deal with the error. Continue, silently continue, inquire, or ignore. Ignore doesn't actually work for this. It works as a parameter, so it just replaces it with the continue option.